And then, and then 5 years ago, I was going to school. And
You go to school? Wow.
my classes are each 5 weeks long. It turns out my attention span is exactly 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Well, last week was always tough.
No, sure. Why won't it be? Stop. I forgot to open up the chat. Oh no. Oh no. Go. It's already 8:30. Good lord, we got started.
Time flies.
Great, man. Sorry, guys. Welcome, everybody. I assume people are in the chat. I haven't even checked yet. Yeah, there's people watching. Welcome,
Sweet.
guys. Good day. All right, guys. Tonight's One Up Me contest, best event you've ever hosted. Give us a call 808 468 7924. 808 got swag. Give us a call. You could win. I know, Jess. I was texting with Master Sergeant. He says he wants to be the first two-time winner. So
Oh,
might be calling, and he's like, I got a good story. I want to be the first two-time winner. We never had a two-time winner yet, so he could be a first. I don't know. Do
you
you know
gotta
which?
lay down the ground rules tonight.
Do you know which? Do you know what he won with? What story he won with? Do you remember?
Yeah, what, didn't he like kiss a mouse or something?
Mouse who gave him a kiss. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Well done, Brown. Well
I don't
done.
know how I remember that. I have the worst
I
memory.
can remember it all. I'm like, what'd you win? I'm like, you won? What'd you win for? Like, oh yeah, totally. That's right. Yes. Yes. All right. Jad, you ready?
Sure.
You're saying sure.
Sure.
All right, here we go. Let's start the show. Let's get it rolling. Here we go. Sound's on. All right, here we go. I didn't even test the sound. Let's see if it works. In three, two, one. I'm not ready. In three, two, okay, one.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So geocache, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday. It is 8:30, which means that it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Perks. We have shortened it, spanning the phones, and please welcome to my virtual left, my co-host, Chaz 427.
Howdy, y'all. It's that time again. Time to one up me.
That's right, kids. Tonight's episode 632. Oh, sorry, excuse me, 633. Recorded live on September 23rd, 2020, is the One Up Me contest best event you've hosted. The phone lines are now open, guys. So give us a call 808 468 7924. 808 got swag. Or for you international callers, you can call us free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. Yes, guys, now is the time to start bugging Jesse if you're going to call for the contest. And you all should, because you know what? We've all, I would hope, most of us have hosted an event. And you try and make them special. So let's hear about your event here. Before we do that, Chad,
Mm-hmm.
got some business to take care of. Patreon, Chad. Patreon. We love the Patreon. Guys, costs a lot of money to make this show work. We now deal with 2 shows a week, or every other week, rather. And it costs a lot of money. Bills come in. They constantly do. And so we really appreciate your help. Just two ways that you guys can help us out. One is making a one-time donation to PayPal. That's paypal.me/the geocaching podcast. Make a one-time donation of $5, $50, whatever you want to make. Doesn't matter. It's a one-time donation. Or you can become a Patreon chat, and you can get all the perks: extra audio, extra video, only available to our Patreon members. You have patron-only shows. You have everything in the shop is dirt cheap. It's really nice. You get
Tags.
path tags and coins soon. Sticker. Now bless you or cough, bro.
It was a cough.
Oh. And stickers and path tags and soon to be coins. And even the mug that Chad's drinking out of, you can get that for like nothing in the store when you're a patron. Yeah, it's like nothing. So if you want to become a patron of a show, you can. You become tier starting as low as $3. It's patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. That's not working.
Paid for by the following.
There we go. Sorry, Chad. One more time.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Sorry.
I'm wanting to go. I'm wanting to
out of my game tonight.
go for some reason.
Out of my game tonight. Oh, my shirt.
So because of your shirt. So I got to do my Beavis and Butthead impression. Anyways, tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
And tonight we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork, the creators of the fantastic blogbook made with genuine Write in the Rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go caching than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, instant tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Be Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group, with adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL. If you have an idea for a shirt design and you cannot find it, you've come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show you how we can enhance your geocaching experience with your own custom design, Chad. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com. And Chad, for the entire month of September, I know it's only about another week and a half, but you can save 15% on any 2 t-shirts, Chad.
Awesome.
Fun fact. FYI.
And finally, by
I don't think I didn't notice you were wearing a Arted Crafted shirt last week.
Yes, I was.
You were? All right, sorry. I noticed.
And finally, by pattags.com. For all your swag and pat tag needs, visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pat tags with over 41,000 tags to collect. Pattags.com is everything you need to start your pat tag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And Chad, as always, you can find the sponsors, links to our sponsors on our website or
in our show notes.
In our show notes. Jesse, was that a bang I heard?
I think it was a door shutting upstairs.
Oh. I'm looking at, we got news. We don't have any emails, but we do have some news before we get started here. Jess, this whole starts you, so you might.
It's all my news.
It's all your news. So, guys, everybody start calling in right now. So Jessie has to stop what she's doing.
Well, you don't want to hear my news? I had something very, very exciting happen to me this week.
All right, tell me what happened to you.
So here was the first. Yeah, this was the first exciting thing. My very first trackable that I ever sent out, probably 6 or 7 years ago.
I think that
lasted
I was
about.
that, wasn't
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think I was.
Yeah, because I had never even logged a trackable until after I met you. I didn't know how they worked. And it lasted for a couple years. And then all of a sudden it got dropped in a cache, never to be seen or heard from again. I think that cache might have actually been archived, and a couple people had written notes on my Trackable saying that they had found the cache that it was supposed to be logged into and it wasn't there. So I had it marked missing. And I put a rescue out on no, actually I don't think I did because I didn't know where it was. I had it marked missing for years, since 2015. So 5 years. And just this week, yesterday, I think, or the day before, I got an email with a log saying that somebody grabbed it. And here's what they wrote.
Wait, what did you say?
Somebody grabbed it.
Somebody grabbed it. Okay.
Someone grabbed it. I marked it. So the last time it got placed into a cache in August of 2015 in Canada. Thanks, Canada. A year later, someone posted a note and said it's no longer in the cache. 2 years later, I marked it as missing. I finally gave up on it.
Fair
So
enough. Yeah, 2 years, that's respectable. Fine.
yeah. So a couple days ago, I got an email that says, a friend found this trackable at a garage sale over the weekend here in British Columbia, Canada, and gave it to me since she knew I cache. What would you like me to do with it? It's in great shape. The tag is still very legible. Would you like me to put it into a new cache? So I immediately messaged this person back and said,
hold up on a second. You just glossed over it. They found it at a garage sale.
yeah, at a garage sale. Oh, yeah. That was what.
Sale, Chad.
Yes, at a garage sale. I want to know how much they paid for it.
A trackable at a. How do you sound like someone?
Okay, do you have an image of this thing?
I do. Sure, I do. Here, let me share my screen.
Garage sale, Chad.
Share.
It still had the geocaching tag on it, for cripe's sake.
Yeah. So here's. Let's
Could you
bring
like
up
click
a bigger image here. Here you go. So here was what it was when I first sent it off. Not the yarn. That was my knitting that I was working on at the time.
Knitting related, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it is Knitting Queen dog tag is the name of it. And here, there's the trackable. And then it's just a little cute little like resin, not ceramic. I think it was probably resin knitting bag with knitting needles and some yarn sticking out of it. But it's all resin. And the little tag, the heart tag says Knitting Queen. Here's another picture of it at the beach.
Awesome.
At the beach.
Someone was working on some crochet, close, pretty close, you know. Here it is at Metro Parks property. Where's Metro Parks in Michigan, right?
Oh,
I think so.
sure.
Yep. So yeah, so that was that's what it was. So I want to know how much somebody paid for it at a garage sale.
Should have asked her.
Yeah, I should have.
What? So
So-
what? Okay. So sorry. So what'd you tell her to do?
Yeah, so I
Uh-oh. Lost her.
Jess, you popped yourself off. Sorry. Sorry, I'm waiting for her. What you doing there, Jess? There she is.
I accidentally hit leave studio instead of stop sharing screen. The buttons are right next to each other.
All right. So what did you do? So
Yeah, so they said that they would send it back out on its way. How exciting is that? 5 years it was
That's
MIA.
sweet.
Yeah.
how about that?
So I think
And then just today, guess what happened?
Yeah.
After my plea for help that may or may not have been cheating, according to some people,
Cheating.
Did I get an update?
guess what happened?
Oh, yes, I did get an email.
Someone went and rescued my Jessie TV.
The Twonky.
The Twonky went and got it. Yes. And I love the line in his log that says, well, here, I'll read his log. I was listening to the Geocaching Podcast this morning on the way to New Hall for a job, and the plight of this traveler was mentioned again.
Okay.
First of all, thanks for listening.
All right.
I was in the area for a few days. last week, but had zero time to retrieve this. But today I had the time. So I was either getting tired of hearing about it or a sucker for a damsel in distress. We'll go with that one. Thank you. It was only a 15-minute drive from the work location and then a 0.8 round trip hike to and from the parking lot through the park. I will move it along very soon in cash that will get you going in the right direction. So thank you very much to the Twonky for rescuing Jesse.
So anyway, so mine is still in the hands of the, was it Homeless with Friends? I think their name is.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's still in their hands, and I sent them an email and a geocaching message.
Say please.
No response, Chad. No response. So I think mine.
That's because they dropped it in the garbage can.
I think they did too. They're like, oh yeah, we can get it there. Plunk in the garbage.
Maybe someone will find it at a garage sale.
In 5 years.
Yeah. So I think mine might be MIA, unless somebody knows them. I need everybody to start spamming their email. So hey, put Scott's thing back out, man.
Do they actually have an email registered? Like, can you email them or?
I emailed
Okay,
them.
so they've been to the
I
website.
They messaged, but they only have like 7 finds.
Right. Within like that week.
I don't know. I didn't look at the time frame, but
I think the time frame is like very short.
it's pretty sketchy time frame where like they probably never cashed again, kind of thing. You know, probably sitting, like you say, sitting in someone's bag somewhere. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that they'll find. Oh, the Twonky is Dave Barsky from Dirty Jobs. Just so you know, a celebrity found yours thing. You better say thank you.
I said thank you. I thanked him personally.
Now or like, did you email?
Well, not in person, via message.
I think that's Dave Barsky's nickname that someone else is using. I don't think that is actually Dave Barsky.
Oh, I don't know.
Right.
It could be.
I have no idea.
So if it is, I might have to clean it if it ever makes it up to me.
Claim it, like keep it.
Clean it.
Oh, clean it. Why would you clean it? Is he a dirty guy?
Because it's dirty.
He does dirty jobs. Have you never seen the show Dirty Jobs?
I have never seen the Dirty Job show.
You got to see some of those shows.
Yes. Oh, okay. No, I never have actually. No. Ian's asking, is he a patron? I think he is a patron. Isn't he a patron, Jess? Do you know? I think he is a patron. And Ian says no. It's actually Dave Barsky, for the record.
Serious.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, I think he is a patron. I think. I don't know. Just go look and see if it's a patron.
I'm trying to look. There's so many to scroll through.
Oh, damsel. Meanwhile, in the shop chat, this ends September 25th. Oh, that's Friday. Chad, free shipping. Use the code. I'm not even going to say the code. You got to go to our show notes and copy and paste the code. But you can get free shipping with this code if you have an order minimum of $45 US. Ends September 25th, 2020 at 5 p.m. Excludes internal wall art and shoes. So, Chad, shoes don't work towards this. You can't get free shoes. So, fun fact. But you can't get them just about anything else. So, Ian says he's just a showrunner, Chad. He's not the guy that goes and does the job.
Yeah, Mike Rowe is the guy that actually goes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
does the stuff, but still, you would figure that the showrunner gets in there and gets a little dirty too.
I don't know. I have a friend who's a showrunner, and he doesn't get dirty at all. He just
Scott, the web call-in feature does my job for me. Do I still need to go and answer the call?
Of course you do.
Oh, okay.
Of course you do. Yeah, guys, give us a call for your best events, guys. Time's starting. Come on, guys. It's a contest you want to win. 808-468-7924. Give us a call. Let's hear your good stuff. In the meantime, Chad. So, guys, one more thing, and then we'll get started. Chad and guys and listeners, this is going to be curious. Remember, if you guys remember, months ago, Chad and I talked about doing a...
Not months.
Has it been months?
It's been about a month. Maybe a little bit more than a month.
Chad and I talked about doing a cache where you had to work with somebody in California and Illinois to get final chords to a cache, to a puzzle cache. Well, On Friday, the 25th of September, the Geocaching Podcast caches are going live.
Yep.
Noon Chicago time, 10 a.m. California time. There's one in Buffalo Grove, Illinois, one in El Dorado? No.
El Dorado.
Is it El?
Yeah, you got the first two words.
I don't remember. What is it? I can't remember where you live.
Hills.
El Dorado Hills. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one in Chicago, one in Buffalo Grove, one in El Dorado Hills, California. They're called Geocaching Podcast. Mine is called Geocaching Podcast Chicago to California. Chad's is called Geocaching Podcast California to Illinois. I'm sorry. Did I say Chicago?
You said Chicago,
I'm sorry.
Illinois to California.
Illinois to California. I apologize. I'm not going to give you the GC numbers because they don't even work yet. We'll give you the GC numbers once they're live. But it's going to be really curious to see who FTS. So guys, if you live in California, find Wheels, find Cody. You better find those Illinois guys who live by me. You know who my crew is. You guys know. You can't call Jesse. You can't call me. I'm not going to give you. Neither of us are going to give you any hints. But
yeah, I'm not sharing
you can't
cords,
call Chad.
folks.
You can't call Chad. But yeah, guys, who's going to be the first to FTF? Yes, that's what I can't wait to see. Who's going to be the first ones? So that's going live the 25th this Friday, Chad, to 12 o'clock Chicago time, 10 a.m. California time.
California. Yep.
I know Wheels will want that FTF real bad, so he'll be looking for someone. I know it. Jesse, we just talked about the cache going live on Friday.
That's exciting.
I know. Right?
I don't even know where it is. I'm gonna have to actually try to call someone in California.
Mm-hmm.
I know where it's at.
I guess you don't know it. You wasn't there when I hit it.
Wait, actually, I do, because you said the numbers.
Yeah, but he gave you 3 numbers.
I'm smart. I can figure it out.
Yep. Okay. So so people are asking how it works. So basically, how it works is it's a puzzle. So if you go to my stage 1, you get the final chords to Chad's stage 2, and if you go to Chad's stage 1, you get the final chords to my stage 2. That's how the cache works. So you have to find somebody. So basically, my advice to you is go to stage 1 at the Buffalo Grove or California. Write down the numbers, and then go to. So if you were in Buffalo Grove, then I would go to the California one, which I conveniently linked for you. You're welcome on the cache page, and you would say, "Hey, I'm in Buffalo Grove, and I have chords for yours. Hit me up if you have chords for mine." And then you can contact people and get in touch to make a new friend.
Yep.
Wouldn't it be nice to make a new friend, Chad?
Sure would. and to be fair, you guys might want to get on the phone or something together to when swapping.
I know, right?
Otherwise, like, yeah, screw you. I'm going to go get a FTF. Well, actually, you know what? Both sides are going to be getting the FTF, so there's no reason to try to screw one or
I know, there's no reason to screw. Everyone's got enough. Cody's saying he should have waited until October so we can get his monthly FTF. Cody, you think this is going to be found in 5 days or 7 days? Man, this could take a while, man. At least
no, I bet it'll be found that weekend.
You think that weekend? Huh?
I think that weekend.
We'll see. I'll be curious to see how long it takes.
I can name. I know at least one of our patrons that, if he is in town, will definitely have it within an hour, and we'll be posting a note.
Don't say who it is. So Cody can't call anybody. He's got to figure it out. Or Wheels. I know Wheels listens to this. Don't let them figure it out. This is the time when you should be a patron, because patrons can work together. So if he was not a patron, shame on you guys. I think that's all I got here. Yeah, that's all I got in the news, Chad. So let's move on to the show. The One Up Me contest, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
One Up Me contest, everybody's favorite show. Give us a call, guys. Time's now 808-468-7924. Give us a call. Let's hear about your favorite event. Everyone's got one. I'll start with mine, Chad. So, Chad, before I get to the phone calls. So I had so wait, let's go to the just you want me to go to the ground rules. Ground rules are you can't do megas, right, Chad? Isn't that what basically is? We can't do megas. Megas because that's not fair. That's too large. I think you can do a regular event, you can do a flash mob, you can do a CEDO. I think anything like that's fine.
Okay. Well, last week you had said no CEDOs.
I said no CEDOs? I can kill the Cedo. I don't care. Let the Cedo stay. Let the Cedo. Cedos aren't as big. I don't like a mega or a giga. That's something else. But like, you could be like, dude, I had 5,000.
I don't have a problem with that.
Win. So you okay with Cedos?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do the Cedo. Okay,
It also gives me a better event.
okay, so here is mine. I'll start with mine. I have 3 on my list. This is my first one. I'm not sure if I've ever talked this before. I did this, Chad, August in 2011 is when I did this event. Okay, that's a long time ago. This was 9 years ago. I had a CETO, the first and only CETO I've ever hosted, and I did this CETO because there was a challenge. Because I've talked on the show before that in 2010, 2011, every cache I ever did was going towards a challenge to try and get this whole challenge thing. That's when I was in my challenges phase. So there was a CETO challenge, and you had to attend 20 CETOs. I think it was 20, maybe 15. I can't remember. It's been a while. But if you hosted one, you only had to go to 10, CETOs. So it killed 5 CETOs, off your list. And so I'm like, oh, I can host a CETO. No big deal. So I hosted a CETO. It was a Tuesday lunchtime CETO, Chad, middle of the day, a weekday. Okay. On one of the busiest streets in the North Shore, Lake Cook Road, which separates Lake County and Cook County. Big 4-lane road, 6-lane road, big road. And I did one side of the street. We did the whole side of the street. This might be the only CETO I've ever had. Well, it is the only CETO I've ever had. The only CETO in history that actually had a Leo. I had a Leo at my CETO, Chad. A freaking Leo.
That came to your CETO for the CETO, or came to the CETO?
What the hell are you guys doing?
Okay. You got to clarify those things.
I had a Leo come to my CETO and go, "What you guys doing?" I go, "We're cleaning the road. Is that against the law to clean the road? Like we're doing you a favor. We're doing the whole city a favor." He's like, "Where'd you park?" I'm like, "We parked over there." He's like, "Oh, okay. I guess that's okay." I'm like, "Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate it." So had a CETO. Got about 15 bags full of trash bags. It was a good one. So yeah, that was my my one shot. My one CETO actually had an LEO, which I enjoyed. So that's my story. Chad, what about you? Before we get in,
Okay, I'm gonna go with my CETO. So my CETO, although I have done a lunchtime CETO as well, and but no police officers came. My CETO was actually in a Parque Estuadal Intervales. That is the park where the ape cache is. So held a CETO.
Ape cache in California, I'm assuming.
No, the formerly last remaining ape cache in Brazil.
Oh, so you did a Brazilian CETO.
So yeah, so I had a CETO down there.
You.
And there were 5 of us that attended, including Junior, who is now the owner of the ape cache in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was probably the quickest CETO that I've ever done because the park is immaculate. So they keep it very, very clean down there. But we had still held a CETO down there, and had a good time. Picked up a few bits, but almost we had to literally hunt for trash in that park. And it was very clean. So that was one of the most fun ones that I've done, just because it was outside of my home country.
Sure.
But yeah, had a good time.
Very nice. Jesse Brown. Before we get to the phone calls, what about you?
I have not hosted a CETO.
No CETO ever?
No CETO for me. No.
How many have you been?
I've been to probably really only a handful, maybe 6 or 8. I don't know off the top of my head.
You've never hosted.
I have not hosted a CETO. I have hosted a couple of events a couple years in a row called For the Love of Caching.
Yes, I
That was a
remember.
lot of fun. And I intended for it to be an annual thing to do every year. And I did it 2 years in a row. And then I think the third year was when I was going back to school and I just couldn't,
Yeah.
I didn't have the time to prepare for it. Cause I actually did, I put a lot of effort into it. So the first one that I hosted, it was in February, so it was right around Valentine's Day, which is why it's called For the Love of Caching. But also, it was several years ago, and it was during a time where there was a lot of drama in our community and, you know,
This was 13, 14, 14, 15.
something like that. And
Had to get years.
so, you know, I wanted people to say nice things about other people instead of only tearing people down. And so I created this event, and it was all about, you know, our shared love of caching as well as trying to find the good in other people and the other cachers. So I had all these games. And the main one was a huge board that I had made with hearts that people had to write the name of someone else who was there and what they liked about that person. And by doing that, they were entering that person in one of the raffles for a prize. So, and then I had other games, like I filled an ammo can with Hershey's Kisses and had people try to guess how many kisses were in the ammo can, and the winner won the kisses and the can. The logbook was a giant Valentine's Day card one year, and then another year it actually was a regular Valentine's Day card. Actually, the first year it was a Valentine's Day card, and I sent it to HQ as a Happy Valentine's
Yes, you did.
Day.
And then they sent you a
to all
really
them.
nice thing back. Yeah.
They sent me a very nice collection of lackey
Jump
tags
on it.
and
Yeah,
a nice note. Yep, that was really nice.
Totally fun.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think maybe we need to do that again.
You know what's funny is we had it in a place where it was pretty far from where we lived. It was a good probably 45 minutes from where we lived. Now it's probably 25 minutes from where
It's
we live.
pretty close. Yeah, but I picked it because it was very centrally located
Centrally
within,
Right, correct.
you know, our area. And I put out a whole bunch of caches, and they were all like heart-shaped containers, and it was the whole.
I'm still around too.
A ton of them are still around. Yeah, I think I've only archived one of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that was fun.
There you go.
Maybe next year we'll bring the love back.
Yeah. Maybe. Hey, there you go. There's your
My community event.
community event.
Yeah. Hey, that's a great idea.
There you go, Brown. No charge for that.
Thanks.
Yep. All right, let's start with the calls. Guys, give us a call 808-468-7924. Contest begins now. Here we go. We're talking See My Shell, Australia. Hello, sir. Oh, hold on, my applause.
Oh, Mr. Burks, how you going, mate?
Hold on, my applause isn't working. There it is. There it is. Hello. What's up, man? How you doing?
It's been a while since I called in, mate.
I know it's been a long time.
I haven't heard that woohoo for a while.
How you doing?
Good, mate. I will say this, and I'll ask this about Chad, mate. When you did the Brazilian Ceto, is that like a Ceto with no hair?
Is that a what?
Is it a Ceto with no hair when it's a Brazilian Ceto?
No, it has a stripe, I believe.
Anyway.
Oh, look, you popped Jesse
Mate,
pretty good there. Look.
Mate, I'll get straight onto it for you, so I'm not wasting your time because you've got a heap of callers about today. Well, you should have anyway.
Right.
I was going to do. I did 6 events across USA a couple of years ago when I did that tour across,
Mhm.
and I was going to incorporate all those, but you know, because I met a lot of people, a lot of friends, I made a lot of friends and all that sort of stuff. But there's one special event that I hosted that only a few people know about, and it was a geo wedding flash mob. So what it was that a friend of mine, a geocacher, and his fiance / coming on to wife, they were getting married in this beautiful location and stuff. And I was actually invited on to their wedding along with one other geocacher. So there's only 2 of us that were actually geocaching friends. And so between her and I, we organised a geo wedding flash mob for between the time when they got married and their reception. So they got married and all that sort of stuff. That was all good. We were part of that. And that was all really nice. And they went off and got photos. And as they walked to the reception, they walked up the hill, and here is a full geocaching flash mob there ready for them with hearts and bows and candies and all that sort of stuff. And so it was great. They spent about 20 minutes with us before they walked into their reception from there.
Oh,
that's
it
was really good.
Wow. So you actually you got them before, so you got them after they got married, but before they walked into the reception.
That's right. So they got married and then went and got their photos done, and then just before they walked into the reception across the road, we sort of had the event there, the flash mob there. Like even the logbook was a big, congratulations on your wedding card, that everyone signed for them and stuff, and so that was really cool.
Wow, that's kind of nice. I like that. Where was that in?
Yeah.
What state was that in?
That was in New South Wales. It was in North Sydney, New South Wales.
Oh.
Beautiful spot too. Absolutely gorgeous. Really nice people too. So very, very much deserved of it. So it was nice.
I like that. A geo wedding flash mob.
A geo wedding flash mob, and as I said, it was hosted by myself and another geocacher on their behalf. They didn't even know it was happening. And the fiance, the female, she was very. Oh, I don't think we've got time for this. I don't know about this. I said, don't worry, leave it in my hands, and I'll organise it for you. No normal people, no muggles have to be, know about it. It's going to be a secret thing that we do on the side.
Right.
So no, it was very nice. And here they are in their full wedding dress and his full tuxedo at an event, and we got a really nice photo with them all, and it was super sweet. That was nice.
Very nice.
So that's mine, Scott.
I like that
Geo
one.
wedding flash mob.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's kind of nice.
And just for the judges for today's show as well, by the way, I have never won a one-up me contest, just for your information.
Oh, so you wouldn't be a two-time winner. You've never won before. All right, good.
Never won before. No, I don't have that the majestical coin or the path tag.
The infamous path tag,
the
one-up me contest winner path tag.
That's the one. Yeah, I don't have one of those at all.
Itching to get. I know. Everyone's itching to get one. Well, sir, you're coming out the gate kind of hot. Let's see how you do, because
mate, that's what all the women say. But anyway,
right?
All right, mate, I'll leave it with you.
All right, be safe.
Enjoy
be well.
the
Are you any news on you coming to America? Are you still on hold?
It's okay at the moment. I'll be real quick. It's an Australian issue. So the Australian government won't let the US embassy open here at the moment in Sydney due to COVID, and therefore then that's what's holding me back now.
COVID? I thought COVID was solved where you live.
Oh, trust me, in the last 2 days, like 48 hours, we've had 0 cases in my entire state. 0 cases in my entire state, and yet they still won't allow. We've got border closures here in Australia. We've got, mate, I'm telling you, we've gone OTT on the COVID-19.
Really? We
We
have like 2,000 a day in Illinois.
I know. Don't rub it in.
Jesse,
you got 2,000 a day, you can still fly across the country. Not here.
Well, I'm not flying across the country, but people do. Yeah, people do.
And people do. Yeah, my fiance does. She's taken. What's she taken now? Two trips in the last couple of months. Across the other side of the country. So
work related or fun related?
Fun related, geocaching related. She's just going for geocaching trips.
I can't do it.
There you go.
Do it. I got kids and stuff like that. I can't do it. I can't risk it.
Yeah, so she doesn't. So that's, that's why I can't wait to get over there, mate. The two of us can do it together the whole time. It'd be great.
All right, buddy. Be well.
That's good. Well, mate, you too. Take care.
We'll talk
See you,
soon.
Chad. See you. Shorty.
Bye. Oh my goodness, Chad, a geo wedding flash mob. That's how we start out this show. I like that. That's good. That's not bad. Jesse, it was a geo wedding flash mob. It was a flash mob in between the wedding and the reception. You're on mute. I can't hear you now. Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
I think your mic is muted is like the phrase of 2020.
I guess I would say it to you.
It's probably been said more in 2020 than the last 10 years combined.
Than any other year.
Why is that, Jess? Why do you not notice when your mic is muted?
Because I'm looking at the people. I'm not looking down below.
All right. I'm going to talk to Cody Dog. I'm going to bring Cody Dog in. Cody, hello.
Hello.
Cody, what's up, buddy?
Not much. Long time no see.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How's things on your end?
So, I'm living the dream, kid. So I have seen, I've been to most of your events. So I'm curious to see which event you're going to call here. Which one are you going for the coin with? Going for the path tag with? Which one?
The path tag, I guess, has to be the event that I hosted that nobody attended.
So let me. So Chad, so this is probably the greatest story ever. Okay, I think I might have told the story once before. We might have touched this, but this is. I'll let Cody tell the story. I'll let Cody tell it. It's his story. Go ahead, Cody, tell the story.
Okay, so I wanted to host a sledding event, but per the ground lines or the guidelines,
right?
You weren't allowed to host a non-geocaching related event or something. There was like a stipulation that it was like, so it had to be geocaching related, and then you would do your side event afterwards. You couldn't say that you were doing this activity during the geocaching event or something. I'm not quite sure what it was, but.
This is for the
but I also
hold on. For the record, this is like 2011. This is like 2011.
Oh no, 2012.
2012.
January of 2012.
No, is it 2012?
It was brand. Yeah, it was brand new.
No, that's not. You are wrong. Wait, you might be right. No, you know what? You're right. Because I met you in July of 2011. My apologies. You are absolutely correct. And so this was like January of 2012. Yes. Okay. My mistake. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, I got the log up. If anyone wants to look it up, it's GC.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait, hold on.
488.
Everybody look this up. Give it one more time, Cody Dog.
Okay, it's GC 3A 488.
So it's January in Chicago, and Cody and I have been caching together for about 6 months, 5 months by this time, correct? Right? About this time? Yeah. Okay. So go ahead. So Cody's like, hey, this is his first of Chad. Now again, Cody, you have to put this is his first event, Chad. This is his very first event. And he's so excited for it.
That's right. You know what? I
super
totally
excited.
forgot that. Yeah, that's true. That was my first event.
He was super excited for it. He was all excited for it. So and so, and every day he's calling me, you're coming to my event, right? You're gonna come to my event, right? I'm like, yeah, of course I'm gonna come to your event, dude. Of course. And then the day of the event arrives, Chad. Cody, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was gonna make it really cool. Like I bought flash tags for it, so like you were gonna have to use a flashlight to. It was kind of like a flash mobby thing where you would have to use your flashlight to figure out like to get to the location. The location was a sledding hill, and then people would go sledding. It sounded like a great idea. January, perfect time in Chicago.
Great idea.
Absolutely,
absolutely, sure, absolutely, great idea.
Right, perfect idea. Well, on January 1st or 20th of 2012. It decides to have a blizzard like 20 minutes before my event, like legit on blizzard where you couldn't more than 5 feet in front of
it was like
face.
a whiteout blizzard. It was like a
whiteout. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, what do you do? Like, I've never hosted an event before. I'm like, what do I do? Do I cancel it? Do I keep it? And I was like,
So Cody calls me, right? And I'm still working because what time was the event at, Cody?
5:30.
5:30. Okay.
5:30.
So he calls me at like 4-ish, maybe 4-ish, 3-ish, and I'm still working. And he's like, dude, have you seen it outside? I'm like, yeah, of course. I was actually sitting in a Starbucks at the time working on my laptop. And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. He's like, what do I do? I'm like, dude, you have to have the event. You have no choice. You have to go. You have to go. He's like, are you going to come? I'm like, yeah, I will be there. I promise I'll be there. He's like, okay. So continue. So Cody.
So the conditions got really bad. Like it wasn't drivable. Nobody could drive to it. And luckily enough, I live close enough that it wasn't going to be a hazard to me. And so I went. And so like I had to modify it at the very end. I was like, there's no way that I'm going to have people trek the 0.2 to get to the sled hill. So I just stopped at the trailhead and I just sat there and I waited just to see if anybody would show up.
Yep.
And nobody showed up.
So
nobody.
So I had to go. Right? It's Aaron. Mm-hmm. It's his first event. He's feeling like crap. I gotta go. So I get in my car. I make the trek out there. Chad, I've driven in snow for 30 years. Okay, like you've driven in snow. I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it. I called him like, dude, I have to turn around. I'm gonna die. Like, I can't.
Yeah,
You need to get
it's
tracked.
one of those situations. They're not clearing the roads and the stuff isn't packed down.
Dude, I can't come.
Yeah.
I feel so bad. I can't come. I can't. Like, dude, I'm going home. I'm gonna die. Yeah, so poor Cody. He was the only one who attended his own event. Cody.
Yeah, my first event was only one person showed up, and it was me.
His first.
And
Kind of
absolutely,
like his
I
birthday
logged it.
parties.
I was out there. I logged it.
Yeah, of course you logged it. I would log it too.
Well, there's only one thing I'm disappointed with. There are no photos posted.
You know, it was 2012. I think at that time I didn't have a phone that would take good enough photos.
Okay.
Yeah, that time you're still not taking your iPhone out when it's raining or snowing yet to take pictures. You know, it wasn't water.
Right.
Yet.
It wasn't water
Yeah,
resistant
it
at
wasn't
that
there.
time.
It wasn't there yet. Oh, Aaron, God, I love that story. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget sitting in Starbucks and getting the call from Aaron going, dude, what do I do?
Yeah, I had no idea. Like, honestly, I just passed my 1 year anniversary. Like, I was like, 1 year anniversary. I've never done an event before. And I was like, okay, I'm doing it. We're going to go sledding. This is going to be a great time.
And you've never done it since. Why haven't you done it again? You never tried it again.
Because I'm older now.
You're wiser.
It hurts to fall.
All right. Thank you, Aaron, for calling in. What a beautiful story. Good luck. Hopefully you get the path.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Talk to you soon, buddy. Bye. Oh, Aaron with the freaking no one shows to his freaking Chad. It was a blizzard. Blizzard. We're going El Rojo, California. Hello, sir.
How's everybody tonight?
Hi, how you doing, buddy?
Not too shabby.
So what you got? What you got for me? Give me an event.
So I host a geocaching and shooting event every year, and I've been doing so since 2012. Rain or shine, we do this thing. So I just posted a link to the event page. That was for last year's event. And so it's kind of cool. We do a kind of like the Amazing Race where and Chaz came down. Was that last year already?
Chad's
It seems
been
like
there.
it was.
Yeah, I came down. I was looking around to see if I got one of my trophies around here.
You got a trophy out of it, Chad?
Yeah, 2.
For what?
One for the overall classification that I was in, which was the novice class for, I think we were in 3rd place overall, and one for the fastest time overall shooting on one of the sets of targets. The one that had I think there was like 40. What do you call the recoil ones?
I don't know.
Anyways, I did that in, I think, 68 seconds, and I think the next closest time was over 2 minutes.
Is that
So,
fast?
That's fast.
Oh, good for you.
Anyways, sorry. Don't want to hijack this.
Yeah, he rocked it. So basically, I've hosted this thing every year since 2012. The first year we did it, we had 2 divisions. We had the 4x4 division and the 2-wheel drive division. And it's kind of hard to find true 4x4 accessible areas around here. I mean, we got big mountains and hills compared to you Midwesters, but kind of hard to do. And so the next year I switched it over to a veteran and a rookie division. And so veteran cache, the caches in the veteran division, they are difficulty 3 or higher. And for the rookie division, they're under a 3 difficulty. And so I plan 8 new caches every year, 4 caches per division, 1 cache per shooting stage. You shoot a stage, and when you're done, the safety officer gives you an unpublished cache printout, and you rush out, hopefully obeying all traffic laws, and go find the geocache. There's a code inside on the logs that we don't cheat, and then you rush back, and we keep track of your time, and I'll stop the clock if you're stuck at the range because, logistics, the stage you need might not be open. And so I'll stop the clock, so that's fair. And then basically the fastest time wins. And so the actual event is the award ceremony afterwards. We go to a local establishment called The Bank, and we eat and drink and be merry. And I have all the scores tallied up, and we issue out trophies and have a prize table and do raffles at the bank afterwards. And that's technically the event. The shooting portion is not technically the event. So you wouldn't have to actually shoot to attend. You could do that. And then one year, because I always say it's rain or shine. Well, one year we started out great. Things are wonderful. It's overcast. It's cool. It's just wonderful. So we always have it in November, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And by 11 o'clock, the clouds really start pouring in. The wind kicks up, and it's like a sandstorm. And the wind is just blowing. I got video of it somewhere. And it's blowing so bad, my range officers take shelter in their vehicles. And then I actually picked up my computer, and we went into the C train where we stole all our targets at. And actually we sat in the closed C train for 20, 30 minutes till the sand quit blowing. And then it rained, which was kind of nice. And then it cleared up. We put everything back out and finished the shooting. And so a few teams kind of were like, holy crap, that was insane. And they came back, and we finished the shooting portion, and then went to the award ceremony later that night. So we've had rain on a couple of them, but for the most part, they've been pretty good. Some days warmer, some days cooler than others, but rain or shine, we do it. And so it's been fun. We've been enjoying it. And I was going to add archery this year, but the Rona slowed down my archery supply. So I didn't get my archery stuff because I was thinking about adding archery. And then I was just talking to the Ojai Valley Cachers this week on a Zoom call, and they're like, "You going to bring back the 4-wheel drive?" And I was thinking, you know what? I could plant 4 more. We could have 3 divisions. It is a possibility. So maybe we'll do that. Who knows?
All right. So basically it is, I'm putting in my notes here, it is geocaching and shooting is what it is. A geocaching and shooting event, correct?
Yeah, only event that type I'm aware of in the whole world where it's combined shooting and geocaching.
I've never. Yeah. What's that sport where you ski and shoot? What's that called?
Biathlon.
So
biathlon.
Yeah, it's kind of similar.
So it's kind of similar, but you're geocaching and shooting instead of skiing and shooting.
Yep.
All right, buddy.
So that's probably the greatest event I have ever hosted, and I've now hosted it. I think I'm on my 8th or 9th year.
Wow.
So, and it's just me. I'm the only one that plants the caches. I'm the only one that hosts the whole thing, and I get 4 safety officers to help me out, and that way, basically anybody in our area can participate because I'm the only one that knows where everything is. So if you guys ever want to put on a shooting event, let me know. I'll drive or fly to Chicago, and that way I can finally participate in one.
All right, man. Thanks for calling. We'll talk soon, buddy. Be safe.
Sounds good.
Good luck. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Chad.
Mm-hmm.
We got a couple of phone calls, but before we take, I want to go back to your. Give me one more from you, please.
Well, this one's gonna sound oddly familiar to a degree. It's called Top of the World Maw, and it was a difficulty terrain 1/5. I was the only attender of the event.
Why were you the only one who attended?
There's a couple other people that said they were gonna make it, but they didn't. So it was an awesome event in my opinion because just of the location. So I don't know if you know the Grand Tetons, but Mount Rendezvous is in part of the Grand Tetons in Wyoming, and there's an aerial tram to get up there. You can either take an aerial tram or you can use climbing gear. And I mean, at the height that we are, it's still, even though it's in late May, it's still like under, I don't know how many feet of snow and ice. Mm-hmm. And it was at Corbet's cabin. So there's a cabin up there, basically a little little hut that has food and drinks, but you get to look at a different perspective of the Grand Tetons and then down into the valley, or down on Jackson, Wyoming, from up above. And my family really loved it and everything. So, by the way, guess which route I took: the aerial tram or the climbing gear?
The tram.
Yes. So, but nobody showed up. I waited the whole hour, and nobody showed up. But still, I filled in one of my DT grids.
But was it your first event?
It was not my first event. So no, it was not an utter disaster, because it did the main thing that I wanted it to do, which was to fill in that DT grid. Point.
Yeah, lovely. On that note,
and it was legit too, because the difficulty was 1, the terrain was a 5.
Minnesota, hello, Demon Wreck.
Hey, hello.
Have I asked you about your name, where you get your name yet? Ever?
Well, when I first started geocaching, I worked for the city of Duluth in Parks and Rec.
Right.
And so I wanted to bring, I discovered it, and I wanted to bring kids geocaching for Parks and Rec. So I thought, well, Duluth, Minnesota Recreation.
Oh,
so Demon Rec. So that's where that came from.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And wait, and I'm gonna bug even more. And you're from Cloquet.
Cloquet.
It is Cloquet. Okay, so it's as it sounds.
Yeah.
I thought for sure
Yeah,
that would be. I would say that would be
moved to
wrong.
Cloquet, but I did change my name.
I was gonna say Cloquet, but that just sounds, ignorant. So I don't want to do that. But it actually is Cloquet. Go figure. All right, sorry.
Yep.
Okay, so you've got a story, you've got an event. Let's hear about it.
Yeah, I would say my most unique event I put on was back in 2015, and the title of it was the Great Geocaching Mystery Adventure. And the GC code is GC62GD9. And if you go to the event page, it's kind of a lengthy description of it, but it was kind of a unique event because when I went to go get my bike repaired, the shop sold artwork, and she had a picture there, and on the back of the picture were coordinates to a hidden medallion. And at first I didn't buy the picture, and then I kind of threw it out there on social media about coming across this picture, and they said, well, would anybody else be interested in looking for that? And other people were saying, yeah, that sounds kind of cool. So I went and bought the picture, and then we had a meet and greet, and that was the official event. Mm-hmm. And then the post meet and greet was to go search for this medallion that had been hidden like over 10 years before that, to see if we can even find it after that many years. And so it was kind of like Geraldo Rivera trying to open up Al Capone's vault is what it ended up being.
Right.
We got up there to the state park in Minnesota, and we searched for like an hour or two, so the whole group ended up kind of DNFing the whole event. So the event, I don't think, is technically over. It's still hidden up there, maybe.
Really? So no one's ever found it?
No, nobody ever found it. We were going to try to do a little bit more research to see if we could track down the guy who made the prints to see if we can get any more information. But that part of the park had been kind of like revamped, like to put a new boardwalk in or something. So we're thinking it probably got kicked up, or somebody happened to find it, but it's just kind of a unique event to kind of go on this old time like treasure hunt.
No, that's a legit treasure hunt. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Was there no hints? Was it just like you just got to look? Do you have an area to look, and that was it?
Yeah, he actually provided the coordinates to where he hid the medallion on the back of the picture.
And you went there and you couldn't find it, really?
Right. Yep. It was in a state park. I looked at the back of the picture yesterday. It said it's buried like about 3 inches down. And being in a state park, we couldn't bring metal detectors. Not to say that somebody might have not brought one in, but we couldn't use metal detectors. So we did a pretty thorough search for it, but we weren't able to find it.
How long ago was it hidden?
I think probably about 2005 or so, because what I put in the description was about 10 years before that. So
so it's severely weathered in 10 years. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and who knows how accurate his coordinates were.
In 2005, you mean? Is that what
Right, in 2005 when he took coordinates.
Yeah.
So.
Did you expand? Did you spread out and get a good?
Yeah, I would say there was probably about I think about 15, 20 of us. So we're pretty spread out, and then people are looking at the picture, thinking, well, maybe the picture is the picture where he hit it, and so some people were hiked way down. And it's a picture of a couple of kayakers just to check out the trees in the picture to see maybe they're way down there. But according to the description, he hit the medallion at the point where he took the picture.
Oh.
And so those were the coordinates that we're going off, was the actual coordinates of the picture that he posted on the back of it.
And did he put this on social media or anything? I mean, I know there wasn't much social media in 05, but like, what was the purpose for it?
Well, the print that he put out was, he called it GPS prints, where it was something like where he would take a picture and reproduce it, and then would produce and on the back of it, put the coordinates of where the picture was taken. So that somebody who's really interested might, go to that spot to kind of see that view, I think was his whole purpose. And then he decided as part of that to hide this medallion. And there's a copy of the medallion on the front of the picture with it.
And did he say how many he hit?
According to his story on the back, is he only hit one, and he was supposed to make 50 prints, but he didn't exactly get to making 50 prints. I think the lady in the store said that he went through a divorce. He never finished it. And we had number 12. And then he had put in there on his story that if you do find it, just rebury it and let the next person find it, sort of thing. So you don't know if maybe somebody else who also had the coordinates might have found it and taken it, or somebody came,
right.
It's a state park. Somebody could have just came across it too and picked it up.
Is this guy still alive? Do you have any idea?
I think we tried to do some research, and I think we found maybe some listings of the same name down in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. So but we couldn't find any contact information. That's what we're going to try doing after that event, is to try to do some follow-up and see if we could track the guy down to get some more information.
Well, that's fascinating. That guy's got a story.
Yeah, if anybody wants to go look at it, I could post the coordinates, but it's up in northern Minnesota in Chattagooch State Park, But if somebody's up in the area and wants to go take a look, I can give them the coordinates and they go look too.
Yeah. Well, the coordinates shown on your GC page?
No, I don't think I put the coordinates on the page of the event page.
Oh, well, anybody, if you want the coordinates, get in touch with the show. We can get you in touch with Demon Rack. That's interesting. I like that. That's a good one. Appreciate you calling in. I like that one.
All right, thanks.
All right, good luck. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks. Bye.
So, Chad, I had a similar but not one to that. Jesse knows exactly what I'm talking about. So, listeners of my old show, the Chicago Geocaching Podcast, know about a cachers called Team Seek and We Shall Find. They were cachers who, their sole purpose, Chad, they were the kind of people who didn't want their caches found.
Yeah.
Okay? It aggravated them when people found their caches. And, which is lovely people, that sounds like, doesn't it? And so they put out a cache about 2 miles from our house, around 2.5 miles.
Oh, if that.
Yeah, and it was in a gazebo. Nobody could find it. Okay, and they were also notorious for, putting a cache 60 feet up in a tree, a micro 60 feet up, and doing a 1.5, 1.5. And so nobody could find this cache. So it was right around 2011, summertime, August 2011. Well, August 2011 was also the time that that travel bug went to the space station. And so everybody was having these flash mobs about it. And so I'm like, hey, I talked to Jess. I'm like, Jess, there's no flash mob around us for this space station. Because remember, I think you got an event tag or something, didn't you, Jess?
I think we got a souvenir.
So I'm like, I'm going to host one. And I'm going to host it at that gazebo. And we're going to have all the people at the gazebo, and then we're going to have 30 people looking for this cache.
Right.
And that's the true reason why we're going to have this event. And so I had the event was called Space Flash Mob, is what it was called. And and I had the event. I think 30 people showed up. It was a big crowd. And so everybody looked up at the stars and smiled, and then I announced the real reason why we were there. Because most of these people have already DNF'd this cache. And so I said, the real reason was that we are going to find this. We're not leaving until we find this cache. And Team Seek was not smart enough to notice that I was having a flash mob in their gazebo because they never, took it down or took it away. Well, it took about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes before somebody went, hootie, And then the best part of this whole thing was 30 people
signed it.
Log this thing at one time. It got archived so fast. I think it was archived a couple of days later. She archived it. She was like, "Wow, if they're gonna do it this way, then she put a big note on it, saying,
why? I mean, it's fair game. I mean, if you're gonna play it this way, expect a little effort back.
Yeah. So, but to have 30 people logging on the same day, I knew just what infuriated her. So that's one of my favorites is doing a flash mob to actually find a cache that nobody could find in under the guise of a flash mob for the space station. And we also got a souvenir out of it. So.
And the best part was somebody then put out a cache in your honor, Scott, and called it something. I'm trying to find that one, something like Legend of the Flash Mob or something like that. I can't remember.
MGB did it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, it was very funny.
Yeah, the legend grew, Chad, as the voice is like, do you believe what these people did? Like, who did this? Yeah. That was a good one. That was fun. Because I thought for sure that they were gonna come take the cash, because I couldn't believe we actually found it. Like they didn't notice. All right, we got one more caller tonight before we end this show, and we figure out who's gonna win. We've got look who it is, Chad. Joshua, hello.
Hello, Geocaching Podcast.
Hello, Geocaching Vlogger. What's up, sir?
How are you guys?
How are you? I saw your daughter.
I see
your daughter just turned 21.
I know, isn't that weird?
How are you that old?
That's so weird.
How are you that old?
I know. How is it even possible, right?
I thought you were like 28.
I know. I am. No, I'm not. Yeah, she just turned 21. The Reester Bunny is a full-fledged adult now.
Wow.
Yeah, she's 21 years old. Wow.
She can buy me drinks.
Maybe go drink them with her. Is she at school?
No,
is
she's
she
in
at
Kentucky.
school? But she's at school. Does she have the Rona?
She does not have the Rona. Get this. She has an apartment 2 blocks from campus, and she's just online all day, pretty much.
Yeah. My
she
niece.
She doesn't go.
My niece went to Florida. She's in a. What you shaking her head at, Jess?
Nothing.
Nothing? You're shaking your head. Nothing?
No, I just. Sometimes you tell stories that.
Okay.
Maybe shouldn't.
Okay.
That's all.
All right, I won't tell that story then. All right. All right. So, what's your story? Tell me, Josh. Tell me.
Well, I think you and Jesse know it. I've documented it on YouTube, so it might not be new to people. It was the most amazing event because it took place last October on my birthday. So I decided to throw my own birthday party with all favorite things, which included geocaching, which included Back to the Future, mainly those 2 things. So, little backstory. Last summer, a guy contacted me, saw that my videos on YouTube. He says, I have a Doctor Who little free library walk-in TARDIS, and I would love to have one of those geocaches in it. And of course, I responded, I can do that for you. So very excited. I checked the TARDIS out, and I quickly discovered, oh my gosh, we could put just like a typical like ammo can in there or a fake book, or we could do something really awesome. So I called my friend Bounce in Seattle, and he agreed to design a really cool lighting smart cache, gadget cache. But what makes the location even better is after he showed me the Doctor Who TARDIS, he says, hey Josh, do you want to see another time machine? And I'm like, yes. He opens up his garage, and I heard the Back to the Future music play in my head as he pulls out in a full Back to the Future DeLorean. So we put the cache in, it gets installed. It's my birthday in October, and we're like, how are we going to launch this great geocache? So I was like, would you be okay having an event in your front yard? Because it's part of this in his front yard. And he's like, oh, yeah, maybe. And he's like, how many people would you think would show? And I was like, trying to not scare him. So I was like, oh, the typical event here in Minnesota, around 30, 35 people. So he's like, sure, let's go for it. So we're getting closer to the event, and I had the great idea. Oh, I have this Adventure Lab credit. I can make the DeLorean a geocache. I can make the TARDIS a geocache. I can make all these other geocaches around it. So I set up all these Adventure Labs. The big day arrives, and I think there were 120 people that showed up in this neighborhood. Cars up and down the street, neighbors wondering what the heck is going on as this huge party is taking place. My wife made a welcome home jailbird Joey cake, which was the cherry on the top. Then, the aftermath, I submitted the photo to First to Find magazine, and a couple months later, it shows up on the cover of the magazine. And then Keith decides to make a geocoin of that cover.
Yes.
So it was epic. It was so cool.
Was that your 50th birthday party?
Yeah, 50. No, not quite 50.
I know.
So yeah, I don't think I'll ever have an event that I've hosted that'll be as cool as that.
No, that's a pretty big birthday party right there. I remember seeing. You did a video for it. That I saw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was cool.
All right, man. Well, be well, sir. Thank you so much for calling in. Good
Yeah.
luck.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Yep.
All right, Chad. There they are. There's the list. You ready?
Yeah.
See My Shell, Geo Wedding Flash Mob. El Rojo, geocaching and shooting event. Cody Dog, an event that his first event that no one showed up to. Demon Wreck, an event to find a medallion that was hidden. And the geocaching vlogger, geocaching birthday party, Chad. There's your list. Knock it down to 2.
To
2. I'm going to knock it down to 2 right now. Here we go. Hold on. I'm going to knock it down to 2. Let's see if we can knock it down to 3. I'll knock it down to 3. I'll knock it down. And okay, I got my 3.
I got my 3.
All right, Chad, what's your 3? Give me one.
In no particular order.
No particular order.
I've got geocaching vloggers, geocaching birthday party.
Okay.
El Rojo's Task Shooter Challenge.
Okay.
And Cody Dog's being single. Single and freezing.
Okay, my no particular order. I've got Demon Wreck with the an event to find a medallion that was hidden. Jesse, someone's calling.
Yeah.
I have got See My
That's
Shell.
Cody.
What does he want?
I don't know. Why don't you answer it?
Make me call. Right? Okay. Hold on a second. Hello?
So,
That's what I'm on.
talking about the TARDIS.
Dude, I'm in the middle of like
I'm trying to
wins here.
Oh, right. But I'm trying to help them out. So the quick question.
What?
The TARDIS in southern Wisconsin.
Yes.
The one where you go in and you dress up.
Yes.
And then
I
the
know
only
which
way to
one.
get in.
I know which one you're talking about. Yes.
Okay, can we help out in the chat? We're trying to figure out what that GC is.
This is why you're stopping my show to a complete halt right now?
Absolutely. I didn't think I was going to get plugged right through.
You're like, oh, just call him.
So, in other words, you were calling to ask me.
Yeah, I was calling it. Yeah.
Here. Okay, here you go.
Code
It's
is?
called The Doctor Is In. It is a cache by co-created by Dr. Doolittle and DJW House. And the GC number is GC6YDR6.
See My Shell says the 10-second delay has turned into a 10-minute delay. Thanks, Cody. Okay. Okay,
All right,
did you
guys
get
have a
it?
good night.
You have it
Thank
now? Thank you.
See, I knew Jess would know. That's why I called.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, Lord. Jesus Christ. All right, so I have Cody Dog with the no one showed up to his first event. Demon Wreck with the event to find a medallion. And See My Shell with a Geo Wedding Flash Mob. Chad, we couldn't be more off.
Right. I mean, there's 5 choices, and we went 2 away from each other and only one on the same one. So
Well, there you go. Which one did you have in common?
Cody Dog was the
we
one.
had Cody Dog.
That's the only one we have in common. Let's
All
see
right. What does the chat room think?
chat room? What do you think, guys? Let's see what the chat is. Chat. I will give you 30 seconds in the chat room to start saying what you think. We both have Cody Dog, so
Remember,
yes, Jessica.
the contest is for the best event that you've hosted.
Yes.
That's Aaron's best event. He's
That's his only
setting the
event he's
bar
hosted.
pretty
Any other
low.
events? That might be his only event he's ever hosted. What are Jesse's 3? Jesse doesn't have a vote because Jesse has to take calls, so she doesn't.
I typically don't. I usually don't vote. I can voice my opinion.
Yeah. So Leah's saying medallion.
All right, we got medallion, shooting, wedding, Cody. That's all 1 vote, but 4 Codys. And medallion.
Medallion.
Oh wait, that's Leah twice. Okay, there's another Cody.
Shooting. Ian for the 3rd time tells us the shooting event is the best event.
Okay. Cody, I did a supermarket sweep event once. I don't think I know about that.
Uh-huh.
So I'm seeing 2 Codys and two medallions. If you
And
count
2 shooting.
But we're
And
also
2 shooting.
but we're also a Cody. We're also a
We're also a Cody. You're
Right.
right.
we're both also Codys. All right, I think Cody gets it, guys. Sorry, guys. Well, I guess not sorry for Cody. Cody, you get it, kid. You get the elusive path tag winner. Congratulations, sir. Chad,
Mm-hmm.
next week. We'll bring back an old favorite, geocaching deadly sins, Chad. Another topic we've touched on again. This time, choosing hiding locations carefully, Chad. Choose your hiding locations carefully. We're going to talk all about that next week, Chad. And no show this Saturday because we do not have the kids. So we will talk to you guys next Wednesday for Geocaching Deadly Sins, choosing hiding locations carefully. Chad, thank you so much. Jesse, thank you for taking all those calls. And thank you, everybody in the chat room. And thank you, everyone who called in. We appreciate it very much. What is he saying? Such a terrible event, Ian says. What's a terrible event? Cody? All right, guys, let's close the show. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatcher. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click the subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Just head over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/The Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cachly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Suds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, and PathTags.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll talk to you guys next week, taking your phone calls, talking geocaching. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. We will talk to you guys next week. We are clear. There you go, Chad. Guys, thank you so much for tonight. The chat room, and thank you so much for calling in. And we will talk to you guys next Wednesday. Okay, so thanks, guys. Be well, be safe.